Last night about 3 in the morning, I thought someone was breaking into our house. I guess I should start at the beginning here though. My husband's working night shift right now. He's a carpenter and they are working in a warehouse, like a office shipping warehouse, and they can't close it during the day, so they have to work at night. It's just a short thing, only like a week or two, is what it is. So he comes in through the basement when he gets home in the middle of the night. Or early morning, I should say. He comes in through the basement so we can stoke the furnace and such. And I heard that and I was like, oh, Marius is home. Rowan had a really, really bad night's sleep last night. But then I heard the front door open. And then I heard it again. I heard walking, and then I heard it again open. Then I heard it again open. And then I heard it again open, and I heard this walking back and forth, and it kept opening. Like someone was going in and out of the house, and I was like, what is going on? Is someone breaking into our house? So I tiptoe down the stairs. And it's all dark on the main floor. There's no lights on. And I'm thinking, does someone know that Marius is working? And they see his car isn't here, and they're like making trips out to their vehicle, stealing things, like bringing them out to their vehicle. Like my mind is racing. It's 3 in the morning, guys. All the bad things happen at 3 in the morning. So I come downstairs and I get to the bottom of the stairs and I see stuff on the table. And I'm like, what is all over our table? Our kitchen table. So I turn a light on, and there's 300 pounds of carrots on my table. And then Marius comes in holding a box of something, and he's like, it's a long story. And I was like, I got time. So it's now 6 in the morning because Rowan decided we weren't sleeping, even though we didn't sleep last night. We weren't sleeping in. Like, what the what? So, this shipping warehouse, this shipping company, I guess part of a shipment the grocery store refused, and it had been sitting in the warehouse, and they'd been wondering, like, man, no wonder, like, groceries not always that great. That pile of groceries has just been sitting there for days. But then last night they saw someone and who worked there, and he was like, yeah, everybody's been helping themselves. Take what you want. And Marius is like, start the car! He's like, I'll take loads because our pigs will eat it even if we won't. Like, if it's not good enough for us to eat, the pigs will eat it. So the interesting thing is that a week or 2 ago, the same company, a truck crashed. It's a huge company, and they donated all the groceries to the Salvation Army, but anybody could go get it and go get like a couple bags full of fruits and vegetables. But this is a different one, and it wasn't a full truckload, and it was just something to do with a reefer unit, and the grocery store refused it. So we have 300 pounds of carrots. There's the odd one that's bad, but I'll probably pick through and get crates of them for ourselves. The worst ones will go to the pigs. Then I'll probably feed a bunch to the cow too, like just chop them up and feed her, you know, half a dozen carrots at a time. Oh, there's a soft one there. Here, guys, I'm gonna guess this is 75 avocados. Is this 2 layers or 3? Okay, so it's only 2 layers of avocados. So it's probably 4 dozen avocados. And Mary said one of his co-workers from a different case of these cut one open and ate one and it was perfect. Like this one feels really good. Let's see, let's check it. No, it's a bit far gone. Anyways, even if ones are a bit far gone, if they're not like bad, I cut them up, like scoop out, cut it up, and then I freeze them for smoothies. So I'll do a bunch of that, and then again, the pigs can eat what we won't. And then here is an entire case of celery. So, this celery definitely froze, but anything that looks decent, I'm going to chop and freeze for soups and broth, and then the pigs will get the rest. He said his other co-worker took a bunch for his neighbor who has pigs. So I guess you know what I am doing today. If I were to guess, so this is 2, 4, 6, I bet there's 18 heads in here, and this head of celery is probably $3. So roughly $50, $60. That's probably $250, $300 worth of carrots, and that's $50 to $100 worth of avocados, depending on if they were on sale or not. So this is a lot of money in vegetables, and it was pretty funny. He was funny because he was like, I was gonna surprise you in the morning. It was gonna be a surprise. And I was like, it's a surprise right now. I just walked downstairs with 300 pounds of carrots on my table. It's a surprise right now. Trust me on that one. And they're even like grown in our province carrots. So like, if I were buying carrots, these would even be the carrots I was buying. So that's pretty crazy. And it's a huge blessing for us, for our animals. And I had a hard time getting back to sleep afterwards because I was just laughing. Like, it was hilarious after I got over the fear of the fact that someone was breaking into our house.
We're gonna take carrots. Goodness, so picky.
So I have been chopping away and sorting out, but not filming a whole lot because 3 different people stopped by. My sister was coming by to grab some grain for her cows, and she took some vegetables, and then another friend came by to bring us some of her homemade wine. She was dropping off on her way by, and I was like, hey, take some vegetables. So she took a 50-pound bag because she's got rabbits, so anything she can't eat, the rabbits can eat. And I took a 50-pound bag as well as celery and avocados. And then another local friend on Instagram saw my post and asked, just a second, Freya, if she could have some too. And I was like, heck yes, come on by. So she took a bag full. So I probably got rid of like 110 pounds of carrots out of the 300 pounds of carrots. I've got 2 crates of carrots sorted out into ones that can go into our cool room. I'm just bagging up again the ones for the cow and the pigs. I had all my cheese making stuff out showing my friend books and such. Anyways, so I've got celery. Like this stuff I'm just chopping up for broth, whereas this stuff I'm chopping up smaller for soup. And I've got more bags of it over here. And these are the carrots that are good. These are like the bad spots, bad spots that need to go or they're gonna rot. These ones are the ones that are a little sad, but the pigs and cows will eat them over the next couple weeks. What do you think, Freya? Do we have a lot of carrots?
Yeah.
So finish up the celery, finish up the carrots, and then it's on to avocados. So what Hamish and I are doing here is we're sorting out, we're on the last bag of carrots. So here's how I'm sorting them. I look at a carrot. This one's got like a pretty squishy soft spot, so this actually goes into the right away. This is getting fed to the pigs today. Hamish's pile here is ones that have spots where you could tell it got a bit frozen. It's not super happy, but it's not gonna go bad right away. So they're getting put aside and into our root cellar for the cows and pigs. I think we're gonna have 2 to 3 bags because we already have one there. 2 to 3 bags for the cows and pigs. We have just about 4 of these bags for ourselves. I've got that crate full. So I'll probably fill this crate the rest of the way, and I'll fill that crate. And ooh, Rowan's been helping me out here. This crate filled of carrots. They're probably 25-pound crates, probably more than that. Actually, they fit about 35 pounds of potatoes. Freya, nope, come over here. And I cut up a dozen avocados. They are sliced, I have to spread them out a bit more. There's 14 ripening up, and then the rest of the 48 went to 4 different friends and family.
Freya.
I have, hey Freya, Hamish is trying to help. What are you trying to do? Keep going. I have 4-gallon bags of smaller chopped up for soup, and then I have 6-gallon bags of stuff that was kind of frozen and more sad, and I just chopped it up real big. And that will be for broth. So this was about 10 to 12 heads of celery worth, and I gave away the other 6 or 8.
Why don't carrots are wasn't I'm trying to pick?
You want a carrot to eat? Let's chop one up for you into carrot sticks. How about that?
I did chop them into rings.
In our keeper pile, so some of them I did cut the tops off if the tops were kind of wet. They're fairly free of blemishes. They maybe have a tip cut off or something. And I'll keep an eye on them. I think they should be fine. And they're gonna go into our root cellar. Okay, final bucket for the pigs tonight. I pre-cut the cows for tomorrow morning. Marius is working on packing everything down for me. I got 2 big bags for the pigs and cows, and then I didn't fill a whole crate, just this much. I have a dozen avocados, and then I have some over here still ripening. So we ended up sharing our bounty with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 other families other than ourselves. So that's pretty fun. My poor sick baby, look at her puffy eyes. She also just gagged on a carrot and threw up, and that made her not very happy either. Marius and I both grew up preserving food and became even more hardcore about it once we got married, so he is always on board for helping with these sort of things. What do you think? Oh, your poor puffy eye. You see Daddy over there?